In the land scorched by drought, where famine gripped every corner, a wicked queen was on a rampage. Her name was Jezebel, and her mission was to hunt down and eliminate every single one of God's prophets. But in the very heart of the royal palace, a secret hero was working in the shadows. This is the incredible story of Obadiah, a man who risked everything to defy a queen and save the messengers of God. The story unfolds during the reign of King Ahab, a time of great spiritual darkness in Israel. A severe famine, prophesied by Elijah, had plagued the land for 3 long years. There was no rain and the people were desperate. King Ahab and his wife, Queen Jezebel, had led the nation into worshiping Baal, and Jezebel was determined to stamp out the worship of the one true God. She began a brutal persecution, systematically murdering God's prophets. But not everyone had bowed to the pressure. Living right under the noses of Ahab and Jezebel was Obadiah. He was the administrator of the king's palace, a high-ranking official with immense responsibility. Outwardly, he served the king, but inwardly, his heart belonged to God. The Bible tells us he was a devout believer from his youth. While Jezebel was on her murderous campaign, Obadiah took an extraordinary risk. He found 100 of the Lord's prophets and secretly hid them away. Imagine the courage this took. Every day, Obadiah lived with the threat of being discovered. He divided the 100 prophets into 2 groups of 50 and hid them in caves. But hiding them wasn't enough. They needed to survive. In the midst of a nationwide famine, where even the king was struggling to find grass for his own animals, Obadiah faithfully provided food and water for all 100 of them. He was their lifeline, a secret guardian angel in a time of terror. His actions were a quiet rebellion, a powerful act of faith against a tyrannical regime. Obadiah's story shows us that heroism isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet, consistent acts of courage and faith that make the biggest difference. He used his position of influence not for personal gain, but to protect the vulnerable and preserve the voice of God in the land. He stands as a powerful example of what it means to be faithful, even when you feel like you're the only one. Thank you so much for watching. If this story inspired you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories of faith and courage. See you in the next video.